Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are on Sports Edition. If sports is for you, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe.
Here we are.
We do appreciate that, so go on, do it. Makes sense. Can this 2024 USA basketball team be beaten? It's Olympic year, isn't it?
Oh,
so
yeah.
We're over to Paris, France.
Are they taking it a lot more seriously this time?
Oh, really?
No, I'm asking you.
Well, I imagine even if they didn't take it serious, they're probably going to have the best team.
No, yeah,
You know what I mean?
But this is the thing that kind of gets asked every time they play it, and they're like...
It's one of them ways. It's like, when you look at... you just throw some of the players out you're looking at there. I don't even know Joel Embiid was American. I thought he was like...
He's from Cameroon.
Cameroonian, yeah, that's what I thought he was. But then you look at some of the American players, your Steph Currys of the world, and Kyrie Irvings, and
Anthony Edwards,
and people like that, and you look at the top players.
LeBron.
Yeah, and you think, is he a team that could beat them? The only thing that would beat the USA team, I think, is ego.
The only thing that can beat them is themselves.
Yeah.
It's like walking in expecting to win, and then that's probably what's happened before.
Yeah.
Should we see what it says anyway? Got beat by Germany or something, didn't they?
That was in the way, yeah, but I don't think they took a whole strength team, did they?
No,
they had Anthony Edwards on there, so
yeah, true.
But let's see this.
But my answer's probably no.
I think it can't be beaten. Yeah.
Well, you can. Anyone can be beaten.
I know, but it's going to be very highly unlikely.
Yeah.
On paper, the 2024 USA basketball team looks invincible, but games aren't won on paper, are they?
Schroeder steps back. Count it.
There it is.
The Germans are taking a 6-point lead.
I've compared this team to every national team from the past 20 years to see how they stack up, and you might just be surprised at what I found.
It is
Who could be the biggest threat to Team USA in the Paris Olympic Games? What would
the USA's worst player would be the best player on any other team?
I don't know about that because
I think maybe
who does Giannis play for?
Yeah, if you're looking at Greece and Serbia,
Slovenia.
Yeah,
I think
probably not actually.
loss mean for the reputation of USA basketball internationally? And what are experts saying about the chances of an upset? I'll be going over everything here today, so buckle up, make sure you have all your belongings, and most importantly, enjoy the ride.
Here it is to Schroeder. He throws it up, and the Germans have done it. They have stunned the United States in the semifinals. Can you believe it?
In the latest international showdown at the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup, Team USA fell short of expectations. Not only did they miss out on the gold, but they didn't even win the bronze, losing out to Canada in a nail-biting overtime game.
And they have reached the podium. They have won the third-place game against the United States in the Battle of the Americas.
This result, however, wasn't a huge surprise. I mean, they didn't send their top-tier athletes this time around. And in fact, they even went beyond their bench warmers, fielding a squad that seemed more like their C team. 2024, however, paints a different picture. This time, Team USA is coming in strong with a powerhouse lineup featuring Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James, the three faces of the NBA over the last decade. And with all NBA caliber players from top...
That's just not fair.
It's not fair.
Is it?
If I was playing against them in this, I'm not playing.
It's like lining up in the World Cup, and we can only pair it up with soccer sort of thing. And it's like when I think it was Argentina sent it a few years ago, all their top players sort of thing. And it's kind of, we did it as a GB team because we can't really enter as England because we.
Oh, you're talking about the Olympics?
Yeah, we do Olympics as we can't do a Great Britain team. We did one a few years ago, but we had Micah Richards in there and Ryan Giggs and people.
Proper burst onto the CM.
Yeah. So it was like one of them, but it's imagine putting it's like a Brazil team sending their team to the Olympics and having your Neymar's in there and all that and putting it, just stacking it out with the full international.
Or just I was going to say it wouldn't even work like that. I was making a team out of only Premier League players or something like that.
Yeah.
And then playing against another team or
you could do that for England, but England can't. It'd have to be a great. It'd still have to be a Great Britain team. But how many Scottish and Welsh players are going to get in it? No. And Northern Ireland players. There wouldn't be many in it, would they? If any.
There would be any.
I can't think of any that spring to mind. John McGinn. John McGinn. Maybe Scott McTominay.
Ah, you mad?
No, but who's he getting in of? That's what I'm saying. Who's he going to get in the head of?
Exactly.
Phil Foden.
No.
But you imagine sending an Olympic team of Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham,
Harry Kane,
Saka, and all that. So you just be like, the other teams would be like, it's not fair. And that's what this is. It's just not fair. I thought it was amateur.
Top to bottom, from players 1 through 12, USA is fielding a dream team that's set to dominate the competition.
Cocks it back, throws it down, and one.
When it comes to offense, Team USA has an unbeatable lineup. I mean, they can literally deploy a squad where 4 players have won NBA scoring titles, where all 5 players can stretch the floor, and where 1 is capable of averaging.
But Joel Embiid is American.
Must be, right? I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was from like
No,
French.
He's
I thought
from
it was
Cameroon.
Yeah, I thought it was a French African, like from Cameroon or Senegal, one of them.
Unless he's just like gotten a citizenship and decided to.
Yeah.
I'm going to join up on this team. You can't beat him. Join him.
Take space for me. They could literally play 4 and me and still win, right?
Oh, I don't know.
30 points per game in the league. This lineup is the dictionary definition of an offensive powerhouse. And when Team USA needs to tighten up on defense, they have a lineup that can completely shut down their opponents. With Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis capable of defending all 5 positions, and Drew Holiday and Anthony Edwards serving as elite perimeter lockdown defenders, they form a formidable wall. Add Jason Tatum into the mix, who seamlessly fills any
Yeah, no, 100%. The bench still wins it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
gaps, and you've got a lineup that's defensively intimidating.
Up ahead, Neesmith. Blocked! Edwards getting up! And good night!
Overall, this roster is so stacked that even if you remove the starters, this team would still be the clear-cut favorites to win an NBA championship if they played together. That's the level of talent we're talking about. From guards to forwards to centers, this team appears to have no weaknesses whatsoever. The only perceived weakness of the star-studded lineup might be the age of its key players. With Steph, Durant, and LeBron at 36, 35, and 39 years old respectively, they don't exactly symbolize speed and athleticism anymore. This could be seen as a potential limitation in a sport that values youth and physical talents. For context, back in the 1992 Dream Team, Michael Jordan was 29, Magic Johnson was 32, and Larry Bird was 35. Fast forward to the 2008 Redeem Team, Kobe Bryant was 29, Dwayne Wade was 26, and LeBron James was just 23. However, while age might be the only weakness for the 2024 team, advancements in sports science tells another story. These improvements have been so significant over the years that it's hard to tell that players like Curry, Durant, and LeBron are actually in the tail ends of their prime. This past year, for example, Steph has not only averaged more points, but has also improved his free throw shooting beyond his career average. Similarly, LeBron and KD have improved their shooting accuracy from the field and the three-point line, surpassing their career averages.
Isn't that a bit like you'd probably expect that anyway at that age? Because if you're taking a career average, you could have one bad season and that's all going towards that average. If you're taking your first 2 seasons when you weren't as good, they're also going to your career average. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really think that should be a comparison.
Age isn't a thing either.
What do you mean? It's not a thing.
It's a thing, but not when you're this good. These are elite athletes. These are the best that's ever played the sport.
And they've maintained their bodies. Their body still thinks they're 25.
Yeah.
So even though they're creeping up there in age, for these 3 athletes, age really is just a number. Then when you combine all these strengths...
Steph Curry looks like 20 years younger than the other 2.
I know, yeah. Steph
Curry looks about 24 still.
Yeah. Rookie, yeah.
of Team USA with LeBron's exceptional basketball IQ and Eric Spoelstra's tactical expertise, one of the finest coaching minds in the NBA, you essentially have what's known as a cheat code, an absolute game changer, giving the team an almost unfair advantage on the court. However, sports wouldn't be as thrilling if there wasn't always the possibility of an upset. And in the Olympics, where every match carries the weight of a must-win Game 7, anything can happen. This raises the big question: which teams have the best chances of beating the United States? Well, to find an answer, we turn to the betting odds, where people put their money where their mouths are. And here's what the numbers tell us.
Who the hell's down
USA is unsurprisingly the clear favorite. Following them in the
just above Japan. I'm trying to work out who that's going to be.
South Africa.
Odds are Serbia, Canada, France, Germany, and Australia. This list isn't final yet because there are still...
South Sudan. I was going to say, that was a weird flag. I couldn't recognise what it was. South Sudan. I guess they're all massive there, though.
Oh, I guess these are...
Isn't South Sudan the tallest country in the world?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's probably why. I'm sure it is. Their average height is just under 2 meters.
Probably still at war as well, aren't they? Civil war, aren't they? South Sudan.
South Sudan. Are they confirmed groups? They're the only teams that are in it?
They're the groups there. So who's in the USA's group? Serbia, South Sudan,
winner of the quarterfinal or something. Is that what that is?
Winner of quarterfinal, yeah. Winner of qualifying, maybe.
But the other ones that say like Spain and Latvia
Greece.
or something.
What team's PUR?
That's what I'm thinking.
PUR. See, like Greece, PUR. They're throwing the Purdue team in there from the NCAA.
Contenders vying for spots to compete in the Olympics. Slovenia, powered by Luka Doncic, Greece, led by Giannis, and Spain, a perennial powerhouse in international basketball, are still in the race for the last spots. But anyway, let's look at the current competition. Serbia fields some top-notch talent from the NBA, including Bogdan Bogdanovic and the reigning NBA MVP, Nikola Jokic. When Team USA faces Serbia, despite their stacked roster, they'll be up against the Joker, who's widely regarded as the best basketball player in the world today and who shouldn't be underestimated under any accounts. Team Canada, on the other hand, will also field a roster brimming with NBA talent. And while it may not be as star-studded as the US team, it's still packed with players who have proven themselves in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
See, these are all people I thought were American. I thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was American.
I didn't know.
Was second in the latest MVP race, along with Jamal Murray, the Lakers Slayer.
That's another one. I thought Jamal Murray was American.
Jamal Murray was
and
American
RJ Barrett, who's known as...
When you look at that, that's a seriously good team.
It is.
Maple Mamba. Team Canada is
I
quite
knew
the
RJ
formidable
Barrett
opponent
was.
with serious upset potential. Then with Lou Dort and Dylan Brooks being defensive monsters,
Brooks as well.
and with other names like Andrew Wiggins,
Talking
Shaden
shite.
Sharp, Trey Lyles, Benedict Mathurin in the mix,
Who?
and let's not forget Zach Edey as well, the
Zach
two-time
Edey.
reigning National College Player of the Year. Team Canada.
Is he in the team?
Well,
If they showed him there, he must be in the team. That's quite crazy. He's not even a professional.
but it's an amateur sport, the Olympics. It's for amateurs. Is what it is, isn't it? It's
But, I
supposed
mean,
to be
not
amateurs that
really.
go there. So these are loading them up. These are stacking them up with
It's
all the
not really
pros.
an amateur sport.
It was originally for amateurs. You never got paid. This is the first time I think they're going to get paid. The athletes.
Is that why they're
for
doing
winning
it?
gold.
Is that why they're all there now?
You don't get paid much. I think it's 50 grand. But it's just
mate,
they just brought it in.
Not much. So I'll be there. If I
But they just brought it in just to get paid. I think it's this Olympics. But prior to that, none of these sportsmen get paid. It's
Yeah, but
amateur.
it still should be the best people at that sport.
It's the best people at that sport because you're competing, but it was based on an individual sport, wasn't it? Because it used to be like running,
No,
jumping.
don't get me wrong. I don't think
ice
basketball
dancing,
should be in the Olympics.
swimming.
Neither should any team sport. Not team sport. But I think.
I think all sports should be in the Olympics.
To me, Olympics is just track and field, man, and then swimming and diving and stuff like that. Rowing, maybe.
Athletic, gymnastics,
Yeah, that's part of that. Yeah,
kung fu, and all that. What they really do, karate or
No,
jiu-jitsu.
but as soon as you
whatever
start
it is.
bringing football into it and golf,
golf, yeah,
golf,
that's been a
like
part
you
of it.
can't have golf in the Olympics, man.
Why?
It's not an Olympic sport.
I think
it's just a sport.
I think all sports should be in the Olympics. That's
boo.
proper sports, though.
I like archery.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's
Things
an
like shooting,
Olympic sport.
yeah, shooting and
That's
all
like
that kind of stuff.
Classic Olympic sport. Like it
Yeah.
belongs there. But like stuff like there's too many sports being brought into it, and that's why I haven't watched it for a long time.
But it's like you could take that to the Winter Olympics then as well, because this is the Summer Olympics we're talking about here. If you
Well,
go
no,
into the
you're
Winter
not.
Olympics, you're talking more than deep hockey in there.
Do they?
You know, hockey's in the Winter Olympics, yeah, and rightly so. It's a winter sport.
Yeah, but you can play it anywhere. It's like you can be in Florida and play ice hockey.
Yeah, no, but it's a winter sport. It's a cold sport. It's founded based on the rinks in the street sort of thing. The ice rinks that were built in the cold weather climates.
Or just frozen lakes.
Yeah. It's like you never see like there was a movie about the Jamaican bobsleigh team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't see many bobsled tracks going through the middle of Kingston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you have any. Maybe probably one because of the movie now.
When someone's chasing you, quick, get in the bob.
Yeah. Anyway.
Potential to be absolutely deadly. In a best of 7 where adjustments can be made after every game, Team USA would likely be the absolute clear-cut favorites over Canada. But in a winner-take-all situation, like in the Olympics, underestimating this Canadian team could be a huge disaster. Then, after Canada, is France. So, about this team,
Wemby.
imagine
Wemby.
Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama both patrolling the paint on the same team without the 3-second violation rule. This is going to be a nightmare for any team trying to score inside. And honestly, this duo could go down as the most unstoppable interior defense basketball has ever seen. Let me emphasize that again. Gobert and Wembanyama, without the 3-second rule, might just redefine basketball defense as we know it. I look forward to seeing what France could do this year. But moving on,
Do they have to bring their son or something? Like, did you see?
I look
Bring your
forward
son to school. Bring your son to work day.
Yeah, he's like the one that I was talking about. He's giving me, hasn't he? He's like, He's like,
Gobert
you can't
doesn't
win,
realise
win.
there's anyone between them. He's got his arm on his arm around him.
I bet they wouldn't win if I was in the team. They're like, let's try it. Stick him in.
He's like running between their legs and stuff in practice.
Seeing what France could do this year. But moving on, Germany is the defending world champions from 2023, and then there's Australia, another nation brimming with NBA talent. So, as you can see, there are several teams that can potentially cause an upset, and for those doubting the possibility of an upset, look no further back than 2004. Despite having legends like Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson, alongside rising stars LeBron James, D. Wade, and Carmelo Anthony, Team USA suffered unexpected losses to Puerto Rico, Lithuania, and Argentina.
Oh, yeah.
Then, even in the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, Team USA...
But don't you spell Puerto Rico like P-U-E-R?
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
But they probably,
Puerto Rico.
But PUE might be something else.
Yeah. I can't think of anything now.
USA, led by Durant, Bam, Booker, and Tatum, faced challenges. Despite winning the gold medal in the end, they stumbled in Game 1 against France. As Murphy's Law goes, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that's a lesson Team USA will need to bear in mind. Anyway, let's now address the elephant in the room. What would a loss mean for the reputation of USA basketball? Honestly, a loss like this would be a crushing blow to the reputation. I get it, this might not be the strongest team USA has ever assembled, but it's still the cream of the crop for 2024, the current dream team, if you will. And so far in Team USA history, sure, they've had some tough losses in international games, but here's the thing. It's never been their star-studded dream team that took the hit. It's never been the A-team, the absolute top-notch players they could send out there. Take 2004, for instance. Sure, they had Duncan and Iverson, but they were missing superstars like Kobe, Shaq, and Garnett. And while LeBron, Wade, and Carmelo were on the roster, at the time, they were only 19, 22, and...
That guy next to Dwayne Wade there's got the best name, Carlos Boozer.
Boozer. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
and 20, just new kids on the block. Then in 2023, the spotlight fell on Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards as the top players of the USA World Cup team. But here's the thing, neither of them had an All-NBA team before the 2023 World Cup. Now, don't get me wrong, they're both incredible players, especially considering their performance this year. But having them as the best players on an international stage doesn't exactly send shivers down the spines of opposing teams.
Say that about France then, can't you? You've got Wemby and Gobert. Who else?
Yeah, I know, but like, if you're going to have to be good at shooting threes against them.
It's like Serbia, Joker and Brazanovic, whatever his name is.
Bogdanovic.
Yeah. So it's one of them. And they're putting that in place here, saying they only had two. You won't find them frightening, but this is stacked. It's too stacked. You're not going to beat it.
You never know, though. It's like it's one of them, like...
You'd be crazy to bet against that. A one-off game, yeah, Canada, I can see Canada. One-off game, I can see Canada maybe sort of like rattling.
Probably can't even see the odds for all that, right? It's probably too far away.
No, it's too far away, probably, yeah. They
it's 2024.
Yeah, they had betting odds before. But it was, you can see Canada maybe giving them a bit of a game. That's the only one out of all them I can see.
Well, I mean, they weren't second favourite, were they, or were they?
Can't remember.
Was it not Germany or France?
But this 2024 team, with the three faces of the NBA still dominating at the highest level, there's simply no room for excuses.
Drain down the track. Look out! Blocking foul.
Next off, when it comes to the question of who could be the biggest threat, Serbia, led by Nikola Jokic, definitely stands out, especially since they're in the same Group C as the U.S. team. And right after them, it's got to be Team Canada with SGA and Murray. Most experts online are also leaning towards Canada as the team that could totally shock the world. And honestly, it's not a surprise considering how stacked their roster is with NBA talent. In any case, here we are again, with a scenario where Team USA has everything to lose and nothing to gain.
Yeah, that's what it is as well, isn't it? People probably don't really asked or don't want to play for this team in the past.
Yeah.
Because if they win, no one cares. No one's going to congratulate and be like, well done, you won, because everyone expected you to win.
It's one of them where when you put a dream team together, like, you know, the 92, or was it 92? 94, was it, was 92 the World Cup, the Olympic year? Was it Barcelona in 92? Can't remember. But anyways, 92, whatever it was, the dream. When you put a dream team together, you've got to get buy-in from at least maybe 7 or 8 players that you know that you're going to win it. And when Steve Kerr puts his name into it and people like that, then you know you've got the right manager or the right coach. And then you've got people like, and then you've got LeBron putting his name on it, Curry putting his name on it, KD putting his name on it.
But it's just the thing that if they win, it's just a relief of that. At least, like, thank God we didn't lose. It's not even like, oh yes, we won.
They're not going to lose, but at the same time is what
you're jinxing it. Do you want them to lose?
They're not going to lose. But what happens is when you look at this with a sport like this will be a massive advertisement for the NBA as well. So everyone watches the Olympics around the world.
Everyone that's watching basketball watches the NBA.
Yeah, but there'll be people who won't be interested in basketball, but they'll hear about a USA Dream Team. They'll buy into a USA Dream Team again. So they know they're seeing the best of the best when they come in. And then the other teams that have got people like Gobert and Wemby and people like that, they're going to see how they can compete with them. Yeah. The Canadian team looks very, very stacked as well.
It does,
and that'll be a competition to see. And people will be hoping they get beat. People will be looking at them going, go on, beat the USA. We want the USA to lose. Because
I don't think Americans will be like
that. Not the Americans, not obviously. It's their team.
Well, yeah, of course.
But I'm saying you'll be seeing people around the world. You'll be seeing, like, Australians. When France play USA or Serbia play the USA, the Australian...
Well, that's just the thing of everyone wants the underdog to win.
Correct. But it'll be a massive advertisement. If they do win, it'll be a massive advertisement for the NBA on a global scale. But be careful what you wish for, because we invented cricket. I know we're shit at it. We get beat by India. Countries like that.
They're very good, though.
They are very good, yeah. It's when you look at the teams there. Years ago, you'd look at England team and think no one beats that. And now you look at Australia, you look at the West Indies, you look at Pakistan, you look at South Africa, India, Bangladesh. Teams like they've all got teams that are really good. Yeah. New Zealand. Yeah.
Immense pressure to win, to dominate, and anything less than that would certainly tarnish the United States' reputation in basketball. So, will we witness another year of total dominance by USA basketball? Or could 2024 mark not only a new era in NBA basketball, but in world basketball as well? We'll soon find out, but in the meantime, did you know that many fans believe the NBA playoffs are rigged? I've been glued to as many games as possible, and let me tell you, some moments seem pretty fishy. And if you're curious about what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor and click on this video right here.
Yeah, we'll watch a bit of that. I think.
I'm not sure it's rigged.
No, me neither.
There's way too many people involved in the sport to be able to not get the word out.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know. Referees sometimes can so much money involved in sport now. You just never know.
I think it's way too hard to try and regulate.
I agree with you.
It'll get found out, and someone will point it out, and someone will see a reason.
I agree with you, but I think going back to the basketball side, I just can't see that USA team getting anyone anywhere even close to them.
I never know Canada
on a one-off game. Canada maybe.
So a one-off game, anyone can beat anyone. Really. But I agree. I think USA will piss it.
Yeah, it could be that tight, because basketball sometimes goes down to 2 or 3 points. So like towards the end, you get like 114, 112, 108, 106, whatever. Things like that. When you're that tight, a couple of errors could switch it where someone gets a big lead.
All it is just one lucky shot and one shot that so close to going in and just misses.
Run, or someone getting ejected. It could be anything. You're getting someone's head, and what's his name? The guy from Canada. What's his name?
Shea? No. Dylan Brooks?
The guy who's Brooks. What's his first name?
Dylan
Brooks, yeah. He likes to talk. Yeah. So if he gets in someone's head, who knows what happens? They could collapse a little bit, But then again, you got to put someone on. You got to get someone from the USA team who can get in his head.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure there's plenty of them, But it'd be interesting to see anyway. Definitely, I'll be watching that without a doubt.
Yep.
I love the Olympics, and I might even pop over to France for I was thinking about
that where it is in France?
Yeah,
it's
Paris.
Paris, isn't it? I knew that.
Anyway, there you go. Let us know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.